in my backyard. It's Aaron from Gold, Treasures, Adventures, and Outdoors channel on YouTube, Steam It, and BitChute. Hope you all are doing well. Tonight I'm going to do something a little bit different. As you can see, the sun's going down behind me, and it's turning out to be a really beautiful night. It's about 80 degrees right now in the backyard here. A little while ago it was over 100, so I'm getting outside when it's pretty comfortable. I'm going to pan out some more of those concentrates I bought home, and I'm going to show you how I go about that. Also, I'm going to show you about what I do with the material when I don't go through it out in the desert. When I do dry washing out in the field, there's a couple of steps that I go through when I bring that material home. I'm going to show you what I do and how I go about that. And so let's get started. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. And as well, there is a bunch of information in the description area of the video down below. There's a link to my website and a link to some other information as well. Let's get started. Thanks for coming along. Normally, as you've seen in my videos, I end up with oversized material. This is all the plus 1/4 inch, minus 3/8 inch material that for one reason or another, it remained in the riffle tray of the dry washer. But typically I don't find any gold in this oversized material. So when I bag up my concentrates from trips, I run them through the 1/4 inch classifier screen. And so when I send these out, when I ship these out, there's 1/4 inch minus, and all the 1/4 inch plus and the 3/8 inch minus material is what I go through at home or out in the field sometimes if I've got time with my metal detector. And I'll show you how I do that. I take the tub, a panning tub lid here, and I just take a 5-gallon bucket and flip it over, whether I'm here at home or I'm out in the field, and I put my panning tub lid on there. Then I take some of this oversized material, and I spread it out nice and evenly. And then I have I got a cut-off water bottle. Basically, I have a black sand magnet, that homemade black sand magnet that I made here. This is a rare earth magnet in here, and I've got it in a water bottle. And so what I'll do is I'll take out all the magnetics from this oversized material before I detect it. I can see actually right here there's an ironstone. It's probably hematite, so it's not really magnetic. But I go over that once, pull out all the magnetics, and then I go through that with my metal detector. And that way I can know if there's any large gold in a particular area and get that out of the way. So anyway, that's how I go through the plus 1/4, minus 3/8 material that made it into the dry washer riffle tray and was captured. You can see right here I've got a nice big bucket of dry washer concentrates from that last trip that I was on. I went through, I believe, five of those bags, or about that amount, on that one big panning that I did out there on that last trip. Next thing I do is I end up with 1/4 inch minus. I end up with concentrates from dry washing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set the panning tub up here, and I'm going to do some panning, and I'm going to pan some bags of that concentrates. On my website, and for supporters on Patreon, and pretty soon, as soon as I figure out how to do it on Subscribestar, maybe even on my website, I'm going to have a subscription service where you can get concentrates every month from dry washing. And right now I've got some patrons who are getting monthly shipments of concentrates from dry washing. These are my 1/4 pounder bags. I've got 3 left right now. I'm going to be making a new batch very soon here. I've got 2 varieties right here. You can see there's Liberty River and Volcanic Desert. These are the last of the last run that I did. I'm going to be making up, I have 2 other types. I have another kind of from another location called Jurassic River, and I have another location called Area 51. And on my next batch of pay dirt quarter pounders, I'm going to have all 4 of the areas. I'm going to do all 4 of the areas. These are different because these are not concentrates like this. These are just raw pay dirts from areas where I've found and I've sampled and I found gold. These are 1/4 inch minus classified. Then you can see they're machine sealed. Because they are not concentrates, there's quite a difference between raw pay dirts that are classified and concentrates. These are not concentrates, so I do add a little bit of placer gold to each bag to ensure that there's gold in the bag to be found. But the hope is that there's some more, you know, in the raw pay dirt itself. And but again, these are not washed, these are not searched, so everything's in there just like you would find out in the wild. There's all the organics, there's the black sand, there's whatever gold is in there, everything's in there. So they are going to make your panning water dirty, just like these. They are going to make your panning water dirty. They're not washed. I'm thinking about adding boxes like this of raw pay dirt. This is a medium flat rate box. This holds about 25 pounds of raw pay dirt, and you can see here I've got it in here double bagged. And this is the same thing as this material right here. This is a 1/4 pounder. These are a little bit more like fun size for kids or whatever, because they've got a little bit of gold in there added to make sure there is gold. But this stuff here, I haven't added any gold. It's just raw pay dirt. So I'm thinking about adding these to my website as well.
20 minutes later.
All right, I got the tub full of water, and I've got the first bag of concentrates. Normally what I do, if I don't run it through like a super concentrator setup, normally what I do is I use because the dry washer concentrates were 1/4 inch minus, what I normally do is I take a 1/8 inch classifier and I classify the dry washer concentrates into 2 pans. I got the 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch in one pan, and I've got the 1/8 inch minus in another pan. So in this one right here, I've got the 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch material. A little bit of black sand. Looks like maybe a small ironstone. I don't see any gold in there. I'm going to take out the ironstone. And then I'm going to do the 1/8 inch minus. Okay, well there's the first couple little pieces right up in here from the first bag. Another little piece right there. 3 little pieces there from the first bag. I'm going to collect it all in this little black pan.
Approximately 10 hours later.
One of the spots of the 3 had a lot more small ironstones than the other 2. And this is the spot also that had the best gold. What I've been doing is I've been putting all the concentrates in this little black pan here. So I've got the concentrates super concentrated in the black pan. I'll show you the gold I've got so far from those concentrates. I'm glad to be finding gold in just about every bag. Every bag's had at least a piece or 2 of gold. I'm trying to get it to focus. You can see right here, that's the nicest piece right there, that one chunky piece right there. So that's it for now. I'm going to go ahead and pan some more bags and I'll give you an update. All right, here's the last bag. Nice piece right here. And there's a few other ones down in here. You know, there's maybe 10 small ones and a few nicer ones down in here, and this one's pretty nice right there. So that's another bag, and I'm going to go ahead and add that all to the small black pan. All right, here we go. Here we go. So there's quite a range of pieces in there, from some very, very fine down in here all the way up into, you know, still that one piece is the best one so far. And yeah, so there you go. Desert gold right there from dry washing. Hand panned all the way down. And so I'm going to add that to my collection, and I guess that's all for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one, and happy hunting. So you can see it's not as much gold as I was hoping for, but that's the whole process. I've got a metal-detect the 1/4 inch to the 3/8 inch size larger stones. Almost all the time I don't find any gold in that large material, if I do find gold in that large material, then boy, that's going to be something special, you know. And I'll keep an eye out for that, you betcha. But anyway, after I separate the 1/4 inch minus, then I further classify it into 1/4 inch, into 1/8 inch plus and 1/8 inch minus. And then I pan out the 1/8 inch plus and the 1/8 inch minus separately. I take out the black sand and the magnetics with my black sand magnet, and I pan it all the way down like you saw in the video, and then I collect that gold. And in this case, I'm going to make some pay dirt bags. I've got a new batch of pay dirt bags to make up. I'm going to make up some of each, some Jurassic River, some Liberty River, some Volcanic Desert, and some Area 51 bags. They're all going to be 1/4 pounder bags. So those will be available pretty soon on the website. And there's a link down in the description for the website. Also, my dry washing concentrates are going to be available. I got a new batch of those. And then I'm also going to have some bulk, larger quantities of raw pay dirts that don't have gold added. Anyway, you saw the whole process there of panning down the dry washing concentrates. Sometimes I use a small recirculating sluice setup and like a super concentrator, and that goes a little bit faster. But this was kind of nice, just working through the night and into the morning now. You can see it's getting to be about 90 degrees right now, and so it's heating back up again. So all right, that's all for now. Thanks for coming along, everybody. Have a good one. Hope you're all doing really well. Take care out there, and happy hunting.